Alright, well, first off the bat, this is dedicated to my friend Cynthia. If you're listening, stay strong, because you're one of the strongest people I know. This one's for you. The song you're hearing right now is Joe Purdy, Wash Away, used in an episode of Lost. Very great song. If you haven't heard it, I'd highly suggest checking it out. And yes, this is How Hannah Montana Saved My Life, episode 2, titled The Fall, where I'll use a quote from the episode where I put in all my emotional chips and I lost everything. And this right here is actually a song, The Priest and the Matador by Census Fail. And this right here, this is interesting. This shit right here, the black and white me singing right here, this was all filmed actually about 2 years ago. It was for a project that I was actually kind of making that was akin to this project, but it never actually came to fruition. But I always had the footage, and I was like, maybe I can use it one day. So, and that footage is on Facebook, and there's another commentary track on that one. But I finally had another reason to use it, so here it is. I decided to do the whole episode in black and white, because I was like, you know what, the Priest and the Matador stuff is in black and white, so I'm going to go ahead and just do all the stuff of me talking in black and white as well. So that's what I decided to do, and I kind of like how it turned out. And I actually struggled with this entire episode. Like, I was just like, oh my god, I don't think people are going to like this as much as they're going to like the first one, because people were loving the first one. I had somebody, in a matter of words, come out of the closet and basically tell me that, they feel the same emotions that I feel. Like, they feel that they're also depressed. And I was like, wow, man, my video fucking did that, And then with this episode, at this recording, and then we go back to Priest and the Matador here. I had somebody come out and just tell me that, like, this episode, made them think that if they were in love with their ex-boyfriend or not. And I was like, wow, man, 2 in a row I've done. It's like I'm doing so much good for people and stuff like that. So, but yeah, like I said, this was used for another project. And the story here is, actually, I know I said that this would be raw, but this is raw emotion that you're seeing, but this story is condensed. Because it's very, very, there's 2 stories about, quote unquote Crystal that is very hard to talk about. One of which is not going to be mentioned in the story, if I'm not mistaken, like in the entire story of How Hannah Montana Saved My Life. And, the other one is that the fateful night where, after I told her I loved her, because after I told her I loved her, there was actually nice little piece of information there that I should have talked about on here, but like I said in the video, it's very hard for me to take my mind there, and as you will see in this video, I'm almost taken back to when that incident happened, and I'll show you that part when we get there. And that's in fact, it's the part that I did a sneak peek on episode 1, where like you get a sneak peek of episode 2. That piece right there, like, I'm almost back there, and that was really difficult for me to talk about. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about this, and but yeah, like I said, it's really difficult to talk about. Oh, the takes, that's what I was going to say. This one right here, just in case you're curious, it took me about 6 takes to accomplish this. There's the emotional chips, and lost everything. Yeah. See, I like that cutaway. And I love this part. I love the part of the song that I just fucking chose to put here. A priest is rushing to my side, begins to read me my last rites. And there's actually a still frame here that I like so much that I took a still frame of it and put it as my picture on Facebook. My Skype is going off fucking haywire right now, man. People are trying to talk to me while I'm trying to do this commentary. But for like the 3rd time, yes, this stuff was filmed 3 years ago, so that's why my hair is different than when I'm talking. Yeah, there's actually 2 other scenes that were actually used for a previous project. And right here was the part I skipped over because it's very difficult to me to talk about. Like in the last clip before me singing, that was the part that I was back there. It was, or is it this one right here? Yeah, put in my emotion. Okay, so this is the part where I just get really fucking into it, I think. Yeah, I think this is it coming up here. But, yeah, this was the part that when I started saying these lines, because, like, again, I'm not using a script. I'm just really just spitting this off the top of my fucking head, just the way it happened in my head. And then, so when I started saying this stuff, it just, oh God, it just really, really, really brought me back to that night. It just really brought me there, and that's why it's so difficult to talk about, because like just talking about it, There it is right here. It's just so difficult. It brings me back. And like the other story, if I mention that story, it brings me back to the time when I found out about that story in hand, and it was and it's very difficult to talk about and everything. So if I sound really tired because it's about 2 a.m. So and I should mention, like, that this footage was supposed to be used for a scene where the character, quote unquote, artist actually dies. And there's actually an alternate ending to this episode right here where at the end, Artist was supposed to take off his sunglasses. Because that's how you differentiate between Will, quote-unquote Will, and quote-unquote Artist, is that the sunglasses are on. So at the end of this episode, Artist actually takes off the sunglasses, puts them on a table, and walks away. But, and I actually had that in this episode, but, like, only me and, like, 2 other people would really get the ending to that episode. So I struggled with it. I actually had somebody come in and look at it, and I was like, tell me which one you like better. Should I just end it when the song ends, or should I just end it, should I go ahead and throw in the sunglasses bit? And he said, just go ahead, let's leave off the sunglass bit. And I was like, thank God, because I didn't want to leave it on either. Because I'd be the only one that fucking got it. I mean, who the fuck's watching anyway, you know? So, but yeah, there's the story of the music video there, and then this story here. And actually, I really struggled with this episode. Like I said, I did not think people would like it. And actually, it's gotten a good response so far. And what I got left, about a minute and a half, minute 20. But yeah, this story here is actually really condensed, and I think I might even touch back on this in episode 3, Life Before Acknowledgement. That's a working title. I doubt that title will stick by the time it's done. But yeah, before I forget, let me thank everybody who is enjoying these videos. If you're actually sitting here listening to the commentary, I thank you very much, because that means you're a fucking true fan of the Artist version 1 and what I do and everything like that. And if you're not listening to it, oh well, you're missing out. So thank you everybody who's sitting there watching these videos and actually giving positive fucking feedback on here, because that's why I screen the comments on these videos and disable ratings, because like I don't want negative shit towards these videos, because this is, like I said in the last commentary, this is the closest to me that you're ever gonna get. You'll never see that, because like I said, the guy who shows DVDs, that's a fucking character and shit. So yeah, about 30 seconds left. So thank you again, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you have been enjoying the videos, I should say. Hope you've enjoyed this commentary. Hope you've learned a little bit more about the video and everything like that. So until next time, keep rating, keep subscribing. You gotta keep telling your friends, gotta keep looking at the stars. And until next time, I am the Artist version 1, and guess what? I am out. Thank you for watching. Episode 3, Life Before Acknowledgement, coming soon.